The story of Cristiano Ronaldo begins in the mid-1984 when his mother, Dolores Aveiro, was facing a difficult situation in her life. With 3 children to raise and an alcoholic husband who wasn't much help, she was also dealing with financial problems in the city of Funchal, on the island of Madeira. She decided that she did not want to have any more children and went to seek a doctor to perform an abortion. However, she was surprised by the doctor's refusal, who claimed that she was young and healthy and there was no justification for not having the baby. Desperate, Dolores tried a home remedy recommended by a neighbor, which was to drink warm beer and run for kilometers to try to lose the baby. But the result was only a strong stomach ache, which made her realize that fate had other plans. On February 5, 1985, Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was born, a name chosen in honor of the then President of the United States, Ronald Reagan. Ronaldo's childhood was marked by the struggle and perseverance of his mother, who worked as a cook, and his father as a gardener. Life was not easy, but Ronaldo already showed his passion for football from an early age. His godfather, Fernão Barros, was the #1 player of the local club, Andorinha. Cristiano Ronaldo started taking his first steps in sports at the age of 8 in the same club as his godfather. From an early age, the locals already recognized Ronaldo's talent. He scored goals and dribbled a lot, but was also known as Crybaby because he often burst into tears when he didn't get the ball or when something didn't go as planned. Young Ronaldo already showed his determination and emotion on and off the field. The story of young Ronaldo took a new chapter when the coach of Nacional, the biggest club in Madeira, saw him playing for Andorinha. At just 10 years old, Ronaldo was brought into the team, where he demonstrated an impressive ability with both feet. The coach recognized the boy's potential, but never imagined he would become one of the greatest players in the history of football. Cristiano's godfather, Fernão Barros, played a crucial role in his journey in football. He introduced him to João Marques de Freitas, one of the partners of Sporting Clube, one of the most traditional teams in Portugal. With the help of the club scout, Ronaldo moved to the capital, Lisbon, at the age of 12 to play for the youth categories of the team. Adapting to life in the capital was not easy for the young player. He struggled to adapt and suffered bullying because of his accent, different from standard Portuguese. The star even thought about returning to his hometown, the island of Madeira, but was convinced to stay in Lisbon. Fortunately, this was the right choice for Ronaldo. He progressed through all the categories of Sporting Clube in their respective age groups and made his professional team debut on October 14, 2002, at the age of 17. Although no longer known as Carreo, Cristiano continued to display his skills, speed, and dribbling ability. Ronaldo had a modest stint at Sporting, playing over 30 matches and scoring only 5 goals. Despite the modest numbers, the 18-year-old showed skill and caught the attention of legendary coach Alex Ferguson, who was then leading the powerful Manchester United of England. At the coach's request, the player was signed for €19 million in 2003, just over a year after his professional football debut. If you're a football enthusiast, you surely know Cristiano Ronaldo's first stint at Manchester United. His performance was simply spectacular, elevating his number 7 shirt to the status of CR7. Playing primarily on the left side of the attack, Ronaldo displayed incredible levels of technical and physical ability, alternating between winger and midfielder positions. His skillful dribbling and speed duels were impressive, and he also had a special talent for finishing and taking free kicks with mastery. In fact, his first goal for United was scored on a free kick, and his performance was bolstered by an incredible squad and a legendary coach. Cristiano Ronaldo had a highly successful career at what was one of the most powerful clubs at the time. His rapid rise was noticed by the Brazilian coach of the Portuguese national team, Felipao, in 2004, when CR7 was called up to play in the Euro Cup. After that, he never stopped wearing Portugal's jersey, playing in almost 300 matches and scoring 118 goals. With the Red Devils, Ronaldo won important titles such as the Champions League for the first time and the English Premier League 3 times. His excellent performance was recognized when he was named the best player in the world in 2008. At that time, history was being written by the Portuguese player born on the island of Madeira. The following year, in 2009, Cristiano Ronaldo accepted the challenge of transferring to one of the most traditional clubs in Spain and the world, Real Madrid. He arrived at the club alongside other top signings, and his transfer was one of the most expensive ever made in football, negotiated for €94 million and setting a record in transfer history. When he arrived at Real Madrid, Cristiano Ronaldo began playing on the wing with speed, as he did at Manchester United. However, as time passed, he specialized in finishing and started playing closer to the area. Even as he aged, Ronaldo maintained an enviable physical form, and this combination of mental and physical strength, along with technical ability, made him a unique player at the Spanish club. He scored an impressive number of 450 goals in just 438 games, which means an average of more than 1 goal per game. During his time at Real Madrid, Cristiano Ronaldo won the Champions League, the most contested club championship in the world, 4 times. He had the partnership of skilled players such as Brazilians Marcelo Vieira and Casemiro. While wearing the number 7 jersey for the Spanish club, Ronaldo was named the best player in the world 4 times, leaving his mark on the history of Real Madrid. He joined other legendary players of the club, such as Zidane and Ronaldo Fenomeno, and became the top scorer in the history of the team. After a successful career at Real Madrid, including winning the 2016 Euro Cup with the Portuguese national team, Cristiano Ronaldo faced some disagreements within the club. With the desire for a change of scenery, the player was traded in 2018, even though he had already surpassed the age of 30. His transfer to Juventus was not cheap, as the Italian club paid €117 million to have the superstar's talent in their squad. The experience gained over the years made Ronaldo even more involved in the game, contributing to both the defense and attack of the team. His performance was fundamental in maintaining Juventus' streak of national titles. In the last season, the star stood out as the top scorer of the Serie A team, the Italian national championship, scoring 29 goals and further consolidating his position as one of the greatest football players in history. Despite moving to a new club and not being as young as before, Cristiano Ronaldo showed an excellent performance at Juventus, scoring 101 goals in just 134 games, an impressive average given the circumstances. After 3 seasons playing in Italy, the player decided to return to the club where he became the best in the world for the first time, Manchester United. Although the Red Devils were not as competitive as before, they needed the striker badly, and Ronaldo came back with all his style. Even playing in one of the most competitive leagues in the world, CR7 scored 18 goals and finished 3rd in the English Premier League scoring table. Manchester United had a difficult season, with the Portuguese star being one of the few things that still worked. Many fans even considered him to be playing alone at times. Unfortunately, the stress on the field affected the player and even his mother, Dolores, who fainted during a game at the stadium and broke her teeth on another occasion. Concerned about his mother's health, Cristiano Ronaldo prohibited her from watching the games to prevent stress from harming her health. Cristiano Ronaldo faced some obstacles at the beginning of the 2022 season. In April, his partner Georgina lost one of the twins they were expecting, which shook the player. However, shortly after, he was back on the field. Unfortunately, Cristiano lost his starting spot on the team with the arrival of new coach Erik ten Hag. The coach chose to leave the Portuguese on the bench and, in some games, didn't even take him to play. This generated criticism from the press and fans, who questioned the decision to sideline a great player and club idol. Cristiano Ronaldo's situation reached a critical point in a game when he refused to enter the field and left the stadium before the end of the match. The incident occurred during a Manchester United's 2-0 win against Tottenham and resulted in his suspension by the club. Although he returned to the field later, things were never the same for the player. Although he returned to play for Manchester United, things were never the same for Cristiano Ronaldo. In an interview with a British newspaper, the player heavily criticized the club and people involved with the team. As a result, Manchester United and the player decided to terminate the contract. On November 22, 2022, Manchester United announced that Cristiano Ronaldo had left the club by mutual agreement. Soon after, Ronaldo was officially announced as a new player for Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia on December 30, 2022, after weeks of negotiations. With a speculated salary of around €200 million per season, the player signed a contract until 2025, becoming the highest-paid football player in the world. Since then, Ronaldo has been standing out in the Saudi League. Cristiano Ronaldo is a football legend, being the top scorer in the history of the national team with an incredible 118 goals. He also holds the record for the most goals for a national team in history. In addition, at the Qatar World Cup, he scored a penalty against Ghana, becoming the first player to score in 5 different World Cups. But that's not all. Cristiano is the footballer with the most goals in official matches in history, with over 815 goals. Did you enjoy learning about the incredible career and achievements of Cristiano Ronaldo? Then don't waste any time and subscribe to our YouTube channel now. Here you will find exclusive content about this football legend, curiosities about his personal life, and much more. Don't miss out. Click the subscription button and join us. Don't forget to leave your like and share the video. This is very important to help the channel grow. See you next time.